What's up, y'all? It's episode 5 of Athletic Adjustments, hosted by myself, Reggie.
I'm Roosevelt.
And today we're here with
Bakir, Cleveland.
Ether.
So for you guys, if you guys still don't know what we do here, pretty much we bring athletes on this platform and we just want to know a little more about our athletes off the court or the field. So you guys, Ethan and Bakir, being seniors here, like how would you like wrap up your time here? Like how do you feel your time so far, even though I know you guys have more to accomplish?
I would just say, first coming in, I didn't really know much. And more in the aspect of just the HBCU life, and then obviously getting used to the vibe here on on a student campus, and then on the court having to learn more things that I didn't learn back in high school, and just throughout the years, just developing my game and just, of course, my character skills off the court, being with my friends and just administration. It's been good so far. I learned a lot. I've done a lot. I accomplished a lot. Having good grades with a high GPA, winning CIs with the men's basketball team here, and now into my senior year, I'm looking to do more on both sides, on the court and off the court. So I'm looking forward for that.
For me, just to piggyback off what Ethan said, you never know what you're capable of doing until you meet new people, get out your comfort zone to do different things like joining organizations. It's a lot, but as me wrapping up my senior year, I learned a lot. Being one of the quietest people probably on campus, around my teammates, around my organizations, it helped me a lot building trust and all that. So yeah, just getting out your comfort zone and doing what's right for you.
My question for y'all today is, since freshman year, what have you said you've grown the most in basketball, skill-wise? Like, it don't matter if it's dribbling, shooting. What do you say?
I would say my IQ has grown a lot, and I would say it's not all about scoring. It's about getting everybody else involved. Your scoring will come eventually if you're getting everyone else involved. And just do the right things, to be honest. Your IQ is pretty much 95% of the game for real. So just doing what's right.
For myself, I would have to say probably being more vocal. I like that a lot. Coming into college, I was more so vocal in high school, but when I came into college, it was a little bit different. Just off the strength of being around new guys, a new program, getting used to a whole new system. So it kind of like put me in a spot where I was kind of like fake vulnerable. But I definitely feel like definitely being more vocal, and what Bakir said about having high IQ. I think IQ has definitely been one of my big strides throughout the years. And yeah.
Yeah, anything? What's up? Nothing? What's up?
That's it.
So I want to know, you guys both said y'all accomplished a lot in your time here. Like, so what motivates y'all to like keep wanting to accomplish more? Like why isn't it, oh, I did a lot here, let me chill? Like, what keeps you guys motivated to want to do more, want to get more, want to, in every aspect of life?
I can go first. First, I would say just the environment I grew up in. Growing up, I didn't have anything. For real, grew up single parent household. So I didn't have everything handed to me. So everything I had to work for. I'm not going to dive in too deep into that, but just it was definitely a hard time growing up. I would say that. So I have like a chip on my shoulder. I would also say just coming from a winning background throughout my career, playing basketball, and also like I played baseball as well. But just speaking in basketball, I came from a lot of winning programs. I know what it takes to win. I know the time, the sacrifice, the dedication it takes to achieve those milestones that you have for yourself. So, you know, when I'm here at Lincoln, I see myself doing the same thing and repeating those goals and achieving more things. And to emphasize more onto that, Lincoln, from what I know, it wasn't used to having those winning moments, and I wanted to bring that and be, you know, one of the first people to do that. And to say that I was a part of that, it means a lot. And I want to strive and do more and add on to that. So I'm looking forward to doing that this year.
For me, I would say one, it's just like coming from where I come from, North New Jersey. It's so many people that you don't know that's looking up to you, truthfully, on what you're doing in life. So what motivates me is that I know that I have people younger than me looking up to me, wanting to do the same things I do. And two is my family and my little brother. My little brother is 1 year old, and he keeps me going daily. Like every day I wake up is for him, because I know that's one of my responsibilities, to keep going and keep striving to be where I want to be for him.
With being leaders both on and off the court, how would you say you've grown as a person?
For me, I would say being a leader on and off the court, I would say it helped me grow, because as Ethan said, he really wasn't vocal. I'm not really vocal still, and I'm still working on that to become a better leader. So it helped me grow about like talking to the younger players more, helping them build confidence in themselves. It's just helping me be a very good leader, to be honest. But it also starts with being vocal. So that's one of my biggest challenges right now.
For myself, I would say the things that I went through, like certain situations that I had to endure on the court and off the court. I learned from the things that I got from those challenges, those situations, if it was wrong or if it was right, and I carried that on, so I know not to make the same mistake, or if I know I did the right thing, to repeat it, and if it wasn't working, to find a new alternative, to find a new way, to find a new solution, to go a different direction. But I would say just past experiences. I think that's what shaped me to the man, to the leader I am today. I think every day is a new day, a new challenge. Is always room for improvement, always room to learn and grow as a leader, as a man, as a black man in this world. So I would say just experiences that I went through.
So you talk about a lot of the experiences that Lincoln has brought you and like the positive brought you, but
Yeah.
speak more about, let's say, the negative stuff Lincoln had. Like a lot of people don't know, like they hear all the good stuff about HBCUs, but like
Yeah.
what are the tough things that come with being a student athlete here at HBCU, Lincoln in particular?
That's a good question. I would say first, obviously, like to point out the obvious. There's obviously distractions on campus, and I'm meaning
Like what? Like
parties. We have beautiful women here, so those two things are obviously going to collide when it comes down to being on Lincoln campus, or just any HBCU campus in general. Those two things are obviously like highly. Obviously, you have other things that play a part, like alcohol, smoking. Those are all things that lead to distractions to student athletes and just students in general. I will also say just, it's a sleeper, but like gambling, that could be a thing. Like that's a distraction for student athletes. That's been big. I know they've been harping that with us throughout the years of me being here, and I know all of us. So I would say those couple things. I don't know if Bak has anything to say about that, but
Now you basically said it all. It's really distractions. For real. They just all distractions, to be honest.
Oh, that one right now.
So everybody I bring up here, I gotta ask, and I'm curious about y'all answers because y'all pretty tall. So
Yeah.
if y'all had to play any other position, any other sport, what would it be? And think about this carefully at the collegiate level, not just recreationally be able to play. Like if y'all were not doing what y'all did, and y'all were to have to pick another sport, what position would y'all play?
I would play football, and my position would be wide receiver. Because before I started to get into basketball seriously, I played football at a younger age, so I'm kind of comfortable with that position and that sport for real.
For myself, I would say baseball for sure. Baseball was my first sport. It was the first, like, for everything for me. I ended up dropping it to play basketball, so obviously it'd be baseball is definitely easy. And then for the position, it would be first base or pitcher. Just because I'm long, they always put me there. Like at first base, I can easily like get people out if that was the case. And just me pitching, usually pitchers are usually tall and long, so I got the build for it. So definitely it'd be baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, man, like I said, for me, I always say, well, what Ethan said, I always pick baseball. Position, strictly outfield.
Why outfield?
Why outfield? I say outfield because for me it was the most fun. I played every position in baseball besides shortstop. And like I know the job of every position, and I just like playing outfield more. Not even because it's just this open space, but I feel like I can do better as an outfielder.
So how do you guys feel about like the space media's like Lincoln's media is in as far as like getting their athletes exposure? Like how do you feel about the state of how the school is as far as supporting all of the teams around like the campus? Like what are your thoughts? Like I know we as a basketball team get a lot of love, but how do you guys feel the space is as a community?
I think I would say the space as a community. I think the athletic side of this do a very good job of keeping everybody in the loop on campus. But another thing, I think people like on campus, students on campus is like so stuck up in their mind that like us as athletes don't know that they think they trash. We don't want to support them, but truth is like I feel as like the other sports they don't get that type of support that the men's basketball team have and the women's basketball team have. So I think the athletic side actually do push more and post more about every sport on campus, but it's just like the support that those other sports don't get.
To add on to that, I would say me first coming in here, me personally, I didn't think there was a lot of exposure for all athletic departments. I'm not even speaking on basketball, just in general, soccer, women's soccer, men's baseball, women's baseball. You know, I think in the beginning it was very low, it was lacking, and then throughout time it kind of eventually got better. A lot of creative students came on campus and picked up a camera and decided to bring light to our side of the athletic department, which I appreciate, and I'm pretty sure everyone else appreciates. So as of right now, I think it's good. I like that that it's going the right direction for sure. I'm seeing that they're posting our schedules and everything, things that we're having, that we're hosting, and the games that we're having off campus or on campus, not just for us, but for other sports as well. I will chime on the fact that it does seem like it's a lot of favoritism towards specific sports, such as basketball. I would say, for the fact being that it's more so what the students decide. So just to dive in more into that, it would be like if you come to a basketball game, there's a lot of students. Like you come to a basketball game, it's a packed den. Like it's the den. Like boom, like we going against Cheney or Bowie, one of our rivals, and it's packed. Everybody's making noises. You got the football team, they got their own section. They talking trash to the opposition. And then boom, you go to the volleyball game, and it's just not a lot of people. So I feel like, when you're walking by, or if you see videos or clips, people go by the human eye. Just like if you go to a party, people are not going to go to a party if there's nobody there. But if they see a lot of people there, they're going to be like, oh, like I'm going to pop out, blah, blah, blah. So it just feeds like the eye, that feeds the head, the mind. So I think that's like one of the things that that's lacking. But in all honesty though, but going to a volleyball game, women's volleyball game, is just as exciting as a men's basketball game or a women's basketball game.
Definitely.
I think all games are appreciated on my end, and definitely for other athletes as well. But just to go back to the subject, so far the media has been good for all sports. So hopefully it keeps getting better. So yeah.
Around what time would y'all say y'all truly fell in love with the game of basketball?
I would say probably around age 7 and 8. And it's because like when you growing up, you don't know what sport like exactly you want to attack in life. So like I think I actually, like, you growing up, you playing with your friends in the backyard. It's just like getting that feeling like dang, like I really could do this, I really want to do this. So like I think I'd say around 7 to 8, to be honest.
For myself, I fell in love with the game of basketball. I would probably say my 9th grade year. Just off the strength, because I was still playing baseball. So I was indecisive on which one I wanted to pursue more. But I always enjoyed both. I loved both. It was just more so like I feel like I needed like people to tell me like, yo, you can actually do something with it. And I felt like my 9th grade year going into my high school, my freshman year of high school, I had like my coach tell me like, yo, like you just hit a crazy growth spurt. Like you can actually be something. Like you can actually do something with this. And he was like telling me like, oh, maybe you should like maybe pursue the basketball side. Like you're tall, you're 6'4", freshman. Like you could actually do something. You're athletic, blah, blah, blah. Parents saying the same thing. So it was like, all right, like maybe this might be the way. And I had a good freshman year. I was playing on the varsity side. So that kind of made me realize like what the potential could be for myself and what I can actually could see myself doing in the future and potentially play on a collegiate level. So definitely my 9th grade year kind of showed me that I could really be built for this. So definitely fell in love with it.
Well, I want to answer that question too.
Yeah.
I feel like I fell in love with the game. I would say also a 9th grade year, the summer going into 10th grade. I was playing AAU, and I was just getting a chance to like travel to so many different like places. Like I've never been to Vegas. I haven't like just a lot of places I haven't.
Yeah, that's tough.
Basketball gave me the opportunity to go. So yeah, it was eye opening. Like I would never have been in those places, and it just motivated me to keep being able to like get new opportunities and meet new people. I started to realize in high school, most of my relationships was built through the sport of basketball. So yeah.
Definitely could agree with that.
But wrapping up this interview, I want you guys to run down your favorite basketball memory, like in detail, at Lincoln University. Like,
oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Like, I want you guys to paint the picture as if like we were there.
You want to go first? Because I feel like I'm.
All right, boom. So, all right, so you said. Say it again.
Favorite,
your best Lincoln,
like your favorite experience,
sports memory.
All right,
memory.
All right, my best Lincoln sports memory was like just imagine like 5 seconds away from winning the championship. Up one, they gotta foul you. They gotta foul you to go up 2, 3, 4 points.
Yeah.
They foul you. You at the free throw line. A lot of people is going insane. Opposite crowd going nuts. Our side is calm as they could be, but still wishing like that I can make these last couple free throws to end this game that we was hard battling for, and like you just sink 2, 3 free throws back to back, and it's like dang, like then you hear that final buzzer go off, and it's like dang, we did it. Like my brothers all happy, everybody happy. Like you ain't win, like Lincoln ain't win the championship in 111 years, and that truly meant something to all of us. To be honest, like it really meant something to all of us. Like people in the crowd, my brothers, we all on the court crying, like because people don't really know what it took to get to that point, and it was really like it's crazy that we really did that.
Yeah, that's funny, bro.
We went through a lot of adversity to overcome to get to that moment and win. So like, that was one of my greatest like Lincoln memories.
I can harp on that for I have a lot of memories. I'm not gonna lie. Getting my first bucket as a freshman, bittersweet moment when we lost in the championship. My sophomore year, it was a bittersweet just because it showed the potential that we have as a young team, what we can actually like achieve moving forward after that championship game. It obviously hurt, but it definitely I learned a lot from it. I know my guys on the team learned as well. I know Reggie spoke a little bit in his interview after that game. Bach, I know he learned a lot from that game. So I think that was a big memory for myself, and just taking it in, just like harping back on what I said back about those experiences. If you did something wrong, try to like change that and move on from that and go a different direction. And then obviously going to the next year, saying that he's gonna go back and then actually achieving that and winning the championship in front of all our fan base, like our family, administration, students, like staff, like everybody, like that is like a feeling that can't nobody take from you. Like that is something that's like definitely like once in a lifetime, something that you want to feel again. Just being on that court was just already a lot. Guys going through a lot of adversity with what was going on the court, off the court, injuries. I was battling through injuries. Actually was going through a lot of injuries that year, so that took a lot out of me. And knowing that we achieved that, it was a good feeling. Looking back and looking at the crowd, seeing all my brothers happy, everybody's crying, everyone is just like is full of enjoyment. Like that is like
crazy moment.
Like it's a crazy, unreal moment. Like, and like I said, I want to go back. We're gonna go back. And yeah, I think that's probably like the most craziest moment. And also I would say like going back to the telly. Like we had our own telly for Lincoln, walking in.
Bunch of alumni.
Yeah, like going up the elevator with the trophy, and like everyone just like just yelling, like that was a good feeling. Like that's like, oh my God, I wish I could relive the moment again. I swear, like that's just like that night was crazy. I'm roaming around Baltimore, like I don't know where I'm at. I'm just bipping, you feel me? Like, but yeah, definitely those are key moments. And I'm just looking to build more with my brothers, So.
Well, in response to that, it's hard to top what you said. Like, it's hard to top what you said. Like, as far as my memorable moment, but obviously the day we won is probably the most special moments. But for me personally, just like being escorted by like police, like I'm like a lot of people overlook that, but to me, like, and where a lot of us come from, like police don't treat us like treat us like that with that type of like respect. So like just the fact that like they were showing us like so much love, like they're literally moving people out of it, like the way
that's
they were coming
tough.
through. Like it felt like celebrities felt like at the time. It was crazy, and yeah, to me that was just a dope feeling, and because and also like a lot of times being at Lincoln, you don't realize like how much support you have. Like we're kind of excluded in the sense that we're like in Oxford, Pennsylvania. You don't see like your family all the time. You don't see the people supporting you. Like, well, they be at games, but like me personally, I'd be like tunnel vision locked into the game. So like, but like moments like that, you see like how important when we're having success, how people like rocking with us. Like the whole city of Baltimore was like rocking with us, and it was definitely a dope feeling.
Yeah, man. Lincoln basketball team has come a long way. Lincoln sports have come a long way. It's amazing to see. You know what I'm saying? Just me being a former athlete. You know what I'm saying? I did football here. It wasn't easy, but we still did what we did. And congrats again to y'all boys getting that trophy.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that's love.
But yeah, so we look forward to all of the sports having success here at Lincoln, and we thank you, Ethan, you, Bakir, for your time.
Thank you for having me.
And that wraps up episode 5, Athletic Adjustments. Peace.